This is actually a 2-person dinette, but it can be made into a 4-person dinette pretty easy. These are on 500-pound drawer slides, and this is a piano bench.
Oh.
And I made it into a computer desk.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to our next video. So today we get a chance to talk with Tom. Tom, thanks so much for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me, Brian.
So Tom, tell us a little bit about what you're driving in these days.
This is a 2006 International 71-passenger former school bus. I purchased it right off the schoolyard on an auction and drove it home and converted it into a home on wheels.
Wow, and so how many feet long is it?
This one is 39 feet from the front bumper to the back bumper.
And how long have you had this rig?
I bought the bus in September of 21.
Okay.
And I actually got on the road in June of 23. I'm coming up on 2 years being out on the road full time.
Oh, nice. And how do you like full-time living so far?
I love it. I should have done it a long time ago.
Oh, absolutely.
You hear that quite often. I should have done it a long time ago.
And how long did it take you to convert this into what we're going to see in the inside here in a bit?
It took me about 2 years to get it about 70% done. And then I hit the road and I finished it while I was on the road. So it's the time of my LTVA, finishing on part of it and just doing it as I go along. So right now it's done, but I want to go back in and redo some things.
2.0.
2.0, right.
All right. And you did all of this work yourself?
I did most of it. I had a friend named Chandler that helped me do the sanding and the painting and putting the solar on it. Oh, nice. But other than that, I did the rest of it.
Oh, that's
all
awesome.
By myself, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to getting a tour, so we go ahead and do that right now?
Sure, let's go on in.
All right, let's do it.
Welcome to my a little apartment on wheels. This is about 200 square feet of bus.
Wow.
So it's actually bigger than I need, but it works for us, me and my dog. It's like I said, everything was a 71-passenger school bus. So all the seats were gone, and I took everything out and made it what it is inside.
Was that a hard process to take all the seats out and stuff?
Yeah, because all the bolts are rusted to the floor.
Oh.
And you had to cut everything loose and knock them through. Then, you know, if you don't have an angle grinder when you're doing a bus build, you can't do it very well.
You're gonna buy one.
Yeah, angle grinder and knee pads. That's what you need.
Well, you know, the first thing I noticed is you have beautiful counters. Like, did you design this all yourself then?
I did everything myself. I'm designing it all. Yeah, basically a pen and piece of paper.
Oh,
you know, and then put tape on the floor and measure it out. But the countertop is one of my favorites. I wanted a big countertop, and so this is actually 12 feet long, and it's black cherry. Wow. And it was made by the veterans group back in my home state, Arkansas, when I was there. And I gave them the exact measurements. They cut it and built it 1.25 inches thick. It's exactly what I needed. Came in and I stuck it right on top of the counters.
Oh, wow. And did you build the counters yourself, or did you buy those?
I built the counters myself. Yeah, I did all the counters. These are basically just boards I got from Lowe's. And then I put my boat hinges on the front, and each cabinet has got lights inside.
Oh,
so I like to have the lights inside. This is my electrical cabinet. Okay. And then under here is it's just regular sink with trash can and stuff. And I got a full-size propane stove I picked up on Facebook Marketplace for 35 bucks. It was already set up on propane, which is it's here, and I just brought it in the back door, set it in, and I built around it. I got a full-size double sink. I wanted a big sink because I had the counter space to put it in. You design a bus how you want it to be, because you start with a blank slate, and then you build it how you want. So this is just something I designed and went through. I didn't want any kind of big cabinets on top, so I just did an open shelving and through, and it works really well. Do you find that things jump off those shelves while you're driving down the road? At first they did. Okay. And I know what to put down and where to put it at. So a lot of it's just everything, you know, when I get in travel mode, bring things down, lock up the refrigerator and put everything in the sink and everything else to go with. I have dumped my refrigerator a couple times and things fall off. And I kept the original bus mirror in the bus. So when something crashes, I can look in the mirror and see if I need to stop or not to pick it up. The refrigerator is actually, it's just an apartment size fridge, and I've got a strap I just put on it. Oh, okay. And it just goes like this, and then I put the tape on it so I can see it from the mirror. And I've got a coffee pot, I've got a toaster oven, so I've got plenty of power to run everything also. I've got 600 watts of solar, 400 on the roof and a 200 panel on the side that I could plug in. And then I've got 400 amp hours of batteries, 3,000 watt inverter, and I got a DC charger. So I've got set up on different ways to charge. I do have a generator also, so I can run a generator if I need to with a battery charger.
You've been on the road for a couple of years. What's been your favorite part about being on the road?
I like the freedom. I like the availability of going places when you want. I lose track of time pretty easy. I don't know what day of the week it is a lot of times. And just being around, I usually come to the LTVA and stay for the season, pretty much most of the season. Then I travel for a month or so and get to my compost job. And then I'll travel for another month or so and come back to the LTVA. So I'm not full-time always on the road because with this bus getting 8 miles to gallon, it's better for me to park it for a while and save some fuel.
With that kind of gas mileage, and so if you need a loaf of bread or something, need to go to the grocery store, do you have any other means of transportation?
Not yet. I wish I do. If I have to go to the store, I have to take the whole bus with me.
Okay.
And so I go every couple of weeks, and so just get groceries and things. And by having 2 refrigerators now, I can stock up on my cold stuff. My plans are sometime to get like an e-bike or something that I can use and get in town. The only issue is my dog, Zen, has got separation anxiety. If I leave him, he starts barking the entire time. I'm going to get a cart that'll hold a 100+ pound dog, and we're going to hook up to the e-bike, and we can go to town.
Do you have any advice for someone who's new on the road or a newbie?
I do. The best thing to do is probably to start out small. You know, in a car or a van or something like that. You may not want to jump into a full-size vehicle because it's overwhelming sometimes. It's a big metal box and it's very expensive to operate and maintain. And the biggest thing I had was you need to get out of your comfort zone. I found out I was in the same town, Arkansas, for 37 years, and I had to get out. It was hard to break away, but once I got out of my comfort zone, I found a new comfort zone. It's out here in the open, in the wilderness, in the nature, and I'm ready to stay out here. And I wanted a dinette because it's nice to have a place to sit down and eat. This is actually a 2-person dinette, but it can be made into a 4-person dinette pretty easy.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of hidden away, and what I've done is I did some research and did my own, but I can put, these are on 500-pound drawer slides.
Oh, wow.
And so what I can do is I take this off, and these plywood open up and will fold back down, and I can lay and have a 4-person dinette.
Oh, wow.
And I have a table extension I put on here. This actually lifts up out of the way too, that I can extend it all the way out to about this far, and I can have 4 people. Just put them on the drawer slides, and I just put them back and lock in place when I'm driving. And then I can take this table, as I showed you, will come out, and I can slide it down here. And I can make it into like a child bed.
Oh.
So for somebody small, they could lay extra right through here on 3 of the cushions. And here I still use a desktop computer. It's very old, and this is a piano bench.
Oh.
That I had taken down, cut the legs of it off, and I made it into a computer desk.
You know, these are all really cool things, and you mentioned you got some things out of the dumpster, you built it yourself. How much do you think you have invested in this?
I paid $2,300 for the bus.
Well, that's it?
That's it.
Wow.
Right off the schoolyard, $2,300. Total all with everything I got in here. I owned a lot of the stuff myself. So like the refrigerator and the bed I already had, different things. I have less than $8,000 in the bus and the build. Now the disadvantage is, what like I mentioned before about the repairs and maintenance, I have over $6,000 in repairs and maintenance.
Okay.
Since that. So, well, still, if you're looking at, paying $1,000 a month rent, give or take, and then utilities, that's cheap. Well, here we have just a couch. It's about 6.5 feet long, and I made it myself. It's got 2 storage drawers underneath that hold the big yellow and black totes that you get at Lowe's, full of clothes, winter on one side, summer in the other. And this is just a 2-inch memory foam I got off Amazon. And so what this does, I won't show you, but this is not attached anywhere, but I can take the cushion off and I can fold the bottom of the bed out on hinges.
Oh.
And then the mattress will fold down on top of it. So I have a gray water tank under the shower in the sink, the 33-gallon gray water tank, and I have a 75-gallon fresh water tank on board. The composting toilet don't need any water, so that's what we use that for.
Which kind of composting toilet do you have?
It's one I made myself. It's a bucket, and I got a kit off of Etsy. I think it was called like Johnny Compost or something. It's really easy. It's like 120 bucks. It came with the urine separator and the fan and the hoses and everything else you need to put it in.
Oh.
And so I put it in there. It's vented to the outside if I need it. This is a full 8-inch size, queen size bed. It's on a metal frame. That the metal frame is actually foldable.
Oh.
So if I want to get out the back door for some reason, like bring the big equipment in, I can fold the mattress up and I can take the frame up and I can fold it up and move it out of the way, and I have access out the back of the bus. And back here I've got a Tanius water heater, propane water heater.
So I notice you have another bed underneath. Do you use that very often?
Well, not really. That's actually for my dog Zen. Somebody said, you have bunk beds. I said, in a way I do, because he sleeps underneath my bed, which is elevated here. Ever since he was little at 7 weeks, the first thing he did when I brought him home was go under the bed, and then he slept there until he got too big. And he's been under the bed ever since, or close by, for his guard duties. But back here I have a 75-gallon water heater, as I mentioned, on the right, underneath the bed, and I have a diesel heater that I use underneath the bed, and it feeds that right down here, and there's also a vent in the toilet.
Okay, so I just noticed that this looks like beautiful woodwork, but it's not quite that, is it?
No, it looks like barnwood in a way. This is actually just a hardboard paneling that I picked up at Lowe's on closeout. Really easy to put up, covers a lot of space, and from a distance you can't tell it. It looks like it's barnwood. It's a piece of paneling.
So are you pretty happy with your shower that you built?
I am. But as you build things, when I first built it, I realized after I started using it, it's way too big. This whole area, as you can see through here, is shower with a seat on this one side. So I've got a wasted space. It's way too big. So my plans are to take this wall and readjust it and basically close it off right through here and make this part into a closet. I'll have the full use of the shower, and then I'll have actual closet space.
So Tom, what first inspired you to hit the road or to become a nomad?
Well, as I mentioned before, I was in the same town for many, many years, and some things came up, personal issues, and I had a business that was having some issues, a restaurant that was, starting to suffer a little bit, and COVID came around and everything else, and I just felt the desire and the urge to go do something else. I've always been traveling, as a kid and around different things, and the opportunity came up. So I took it and got on the road, collected my Social Security, and 6 months later I was on the road. I just like being out here. I like being a different scenery a lot of times, and tell people you got $1 million view every day, a different one. If you're in the sticks and bricks, you got that same $1 million view, same one every day, but when you get out, it's a different view every day.
Tom, thank you very much for a great tour today. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Well, you're very welcome. I'm glad to happy to do it.
Now, if people wanted to follow along on your adventures or find out more about you, how can we do that?
I use Instagram, a bus and a peer, PYR, short for Pyrenees, which is the dog. And then I have a YouTube channel, Tom and Zen, Z-E-N for the dog.
All right, very good. So folks out there, go ahead and check out his YouTube channel. Also, let us know in the comments below, what was your favorite part of his build? We'd love to hear. If you got anything out of today's video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share it with friends. Until next time, we'll see you down the road. So long.